All right, Cobra, excuse me, Cobra 29 Chrome, ordered off the website, roostercb.com. VFO windup on the channel 9 switch, we'll demonstrate that. Echo right here on your Delta tune. Variable dead key, variable power right here. Receive's been done up, quietened up receive. Take some of that hash and trash out of there. But as you can see, it still does receive just fine. Just you don't have all that static and everything in there with it. Power tune, peak tune, whatever you want to refer to it as, and some audio mods done to it. So this one's ready to go. RC did this one up. We'll test the output of it, test the VFO windup, and yeah, we'll just go from there. And probably end up actually showing you what the VFO windup looks like on the band scope on the ICOM. So I'll probably end up pausing the video and setting up the camera in front of my ICOM and showing you guys what it actually looks like when the VFO windup is turned on. So, all right, guys, here we go. Talkback does work, obviously. Hello. Well, got a radio on in the background here. Hello. Audio. Check, check. Audio. Check, check, check. Audio. So the Chromes don't have the greatest talkback, but it works. Hello. Audio. Check, check. Audio. So, good enough. I mean, you'll find a little bit better talkback on some of the strikers and stuff like that, but they do have a decent working talkback. Okay, VFO windup. So when it's in the channel 9 switch, the windup is on. Let's go ahead and turn our monitor radio on in the background, back our mic gain down so we don't squeal. Okay, the monitor radio is on sideband, so it picks it up really well. On AM, close proximity, sometimes you can't hear the windup. We'll turn it off. Again, that's how we test to make sure that the windup is actually functioning. And at the end of the video, like I said, I'll go in there and I'll get in front of the ICOM and show you guys what it actually looks like when it kicks in. So echo right here, you guys already heard it through the talkback. Echo works just fine. We'll turn our mic gain up. We'll go about 2 o'clock with it, and we're going to turn our RF power wide open here. And we've got a 50-watt slug in to test the radio output. All right, so we'll go ahead and key it up. What is that, about 8 watts on the dead key all the way up? Hello? Hello? Swinging about 10 watts average. And then we're going to turn it all the way down. Almost nothing. Hello? Swinging about 8 watts average. Now if you guys want to see what it does, like halfway up. Hello? Almost 4 watts, swinging 10 average. So you get some variation there. Let's go ahead and put it on PEP. Again, guys, Bird 43P, okay? If you have an accurate Bird 43P, it will read very similar to what you're seeing here. It can be 5% one way or another. Slugs can be 5% out tolerance. The meter movement can be 5. But it will read very close to this. If you have a dosimeter or any other kind of meter, I can't guarantee what these radios are going to do. And that doesn't just go for the 29s, that goes for everything. Hello? So 40 PEP is what this one's showing. If you just want to see what it does with me just talking into the mic normal, right there around 35 watts PEP. So audio check 1 2 3, audio check 1 2 3, audio check 1 2 3. Okay, again, back to what I was saying about the meter. The meter is just a reference. So if you have a different meter, you can throw all this out the window. Okay, if you're not running a Bird, none of this really means anything to you. You might get this radio and it does 25 watts on your meter. It might do 20 watts on your meter. It might do 50 watts. Okay, but on a Bird meter, which is the industry standard, 10 watts average, give or take, and 35 to 40 PEP. And again, most of the amp builders out there, that's what they're going by when they tell you, hey, this amplifier will take 35 watts peak and 10 watts average. They're not referring to a DOSI or MFJ or a whatever. They're basing that off of a Bird meter. So that's what we're going to use. Not going to start using dosimeters just because some people run dosimeters. All right, so that's basically everything on the radio. What I'm going to do is pause the video here and go in here and set the camera down in front of the icon and actually show you guys what the VFO windup looks like. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're going to go in and key the 29 up and show you what it looks like here. So this is with the VFO windup off. We've got the RF power at about halfway, and we've got the mic gain at about 2 o'clock. I don't know if we've got the echo set right. We'll actually go ahead and turn the echo off there. And what I want to do is unkey, and then when I key back up, I'll have the windup on. Okay, you guys should be able to see that on the screen. See the VFO windup kind of engaging and kicking in. And after a few seconds, we should be back dead on frequency. And I'll unkey and let you see that again. Keying it up again. You may even be able to hear it. I don't know if I have the volume high enough, but you might be able to hear it kind of whistling when it's kicking in. But there you should be able to see it again. Should have been able to see it again as it shifts on frequency. So that's how the windup works. Again, it's not a noise toy or anything like that. It's an actual modification to the radio, and the sound is just kind of an after effect. So when you have the VFO windup on, you start off slightly off frequency.